Welcome back. Today we are going to talk about the Ponerorchis graminifolia that I have. It is currently June 13th and two of the buds are starting to brown and dry. For those of you that are new, this is normal for this plant. And I just wanted to make a video to explain what's going on. So in the winter, basically I store the corm, which is kind of like a bulb, in a clay container that is really cold, and then in February, March, it starts to wake up and shoot out a little growth, and then May is usually when it starts to bloom, and around summer it starts to either stop growing or it starts to die back a little bit, and then it moves on to complete dieback, where the flowers are dried or they fall off and the entire stem is brown and dry. During October, if this part or this upper plant hasn't fallen off, but is completely dry, I will kind of basically force it to come off. It falls off pretty easily, and then at the base there will be one and several more corms. I don't know how to make it grow more corms so that next season I can grow more than just one of these. I think last year, like, I had 2 or 3 and they weren't looking so good, so I didn't plant the other ones. There is this weird thing at the base. I think I read that if you fertilize at the wrong time, it might think it needs to grow more leaves or something, and that screws up with the entire cycle. I don't know what that actually is at the bottom. Hopefully it's not what I think it is. Oh right, when it dries, stop fertilizing. You don't want to confuse the plant, because it's basically taking all the energy it has in its leaves and using it to grow more corms in the root system. So I'm wondering if I could just take this out. I know people are freaking out, like, oh my god, it's gonna die. It's not gonna die. So you see the root system, that's not the corm. There will be like another tuber that grows in this root system. So yeah, that's an update on my plant. Leave me any questions if you have them. But yeah, that's June.